Space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second.
In the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup. It's Teen and a Dolphin first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is, things turned out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They work now on 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Able to hit his target Lamb. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Kittle from 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Guys ready to get it on right now?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this 1st half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
And Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Mahomes now on 1st down.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes going to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now Mahomes. He gets it to Cooks. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cowboys 10, Dolphins nothing.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This is 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A big play looming on 3rd down. Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Burrow completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. This is caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Miami, so long, everybody.
Not headed to the airport for this one. One more day here will suit me just fine.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I'm one, ready?
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Fred Warner.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Cameron Hayward. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 23. That's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First carry for Najee Harris.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's out. He put it on
on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play fake. Mahomes connects with Kittle underneath. Fighting him off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence, right?
He's got him in, complete. Down to the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Cowboys 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And again, it's Mahomes. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Of this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, this is Turpin. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mahomes throw there, caught by Gallup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have regained the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Got his man. It's Warren. Room past the 35. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
A give to Pollard, running left.
They find some open field here.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other and wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
At about the 21-yard line.
So now the Steelers down by 9. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Throwing, Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.